did have one big limb down. John went up there and cut it in smaller pieces and threw it down the wall, and I'll show you some of the other mess we have to clean up. There's John with more pieces of limb.
There you go.
Like I said, I blew part of the patio off, but you can see what a mess. Look at the mud that's washed down there. I'll have to get a shovel and get that up. Just leaves, hunks of leaves and twigs everywhere. I mean, big hunks of leaves. Look at all the mess down through here. And I do realize our mess is nothing compared to a lot of places. But it'll take us a while to get this all cleaned up because we just don't move as fast as we used to. Look at all this. Look at all the mud and the acorns. 1,000,000 acorns. And pieces of limbs. I mean, there are 1,000,000 twigs everywhere. We had some really strong wind. It's a lot of acorns down this way and a lot of mud washed down through here, but I don't see a lot of pieces of limbs down there, just some leaves. I'm really surprised that those flowers didn't get totally beat down, but I guess the trees protected them a little bit. Here's my helper right here with me. He's doing the tour with me. And mushrooms everywhere have popped up. I mean, look at them. From all this moisture. Kind of beat that plant up. Like I said, pieces of limbs everywhere. Leaves. I have never seen so many acorns. Well, John and I, we'll get it done. It might take us a little while. We'll have to rake and get all these pieces of twigs and limbs up. Look, more mushrooms. And the ground is squishy. It was still wet. Look at all the leaves. I put that bag of mulch over there at the top of the path, and it did help keeping the river from rushing down there. But at times the patio looked like a lake out there. Look at all the leaves. I had this all nice and clean. Well, you can't control nature. You just have to go with it and do the best you can do. It's just all you can say is it's a lot of mess, but it could always be worse. Most of the plants doesn't seem like they fared too bad. I had to be careful not to fall over all these twigs and stuff. Look at the mud splashed up on the stool. Look here where baby boy's at. He's a mess. Twigs. So far, that one big limb that John went up there and cut up and brought down, that might be the only really large limb that fell. Now some pots are turned over. Squashed that hosta, but it'll come back. Didn't kill it. Some limbs back there, pieces. Like I said, I am very thankful. Oh, there's one of the chairs and turned over off the deck. I'll have to get that up. It's just, I mean, it's 1,000,000 twigs. I just can't believe how many twigs have fell. Look at the deck up there. Knocked my sign over. Big piece of leaves and stuff in there. Yeah, I'll have to get that up. Some more pieces back there, but like I said, most of the plants, I'm honestly surprised that there's not more plant damage. I had a couple flower pots turn over with that salvia, and it broke some pieces off of them, but they're still doing okay. Lots of pieces in here. Goodness, oh my gosh. Look at all the pieces there. Lots of pieces in here. Well, if it takes us a month to clean it up, it'll just take us a month. That's all I can say. Oh, that's a limb off of our, oh, it broke that big limb broke a big limb off of our beautiful Japanese maple. Look back here. This must be where that big limb fell. I hadn't been back here. Yeah, it broke a big piece off of that Japanese maple. I hate that. Look at all this. Goodness gracious. What a mess. What a mess. I tell you, it just shows you the power of a storm, the power of wind and rain. And we did have, oh, it's a real mess up here. Yeah, I can tell right there's where he sawed. It came from up there. From up there is where that big limb came. We had a tornado warning 2 times during this too, and tells you to take shelter. I mean, we don't get that many tornado warnings in our area, so we are really lucky and blessed on that too. Yeah, it's a mess, but I keep saying I'm thankful it's not worse. Nothing that can't be cleaned up. Nothing that can't be cleaned. You know, Mother Nature, she doesn't know sometimes when to stop. Oh my goodness, my goodness. I didn't realize it was this bad back here. But we'll get it done. A little hard work has never killed anybody, and me and John's done plenty of that in our years. Baby boy cracks me up. Look, he's in this chair. He's walking around with Mama. Oh, it knocked my thing down off the wall. My little shelf thing right there with it knocked that totally down. Goodness. A lot of these plants, it's not going to be, but if oh my goodness, the bed fell over. The bed frame fell over too. And I'm going to tell you, that bed frame has never moved all the years we put that up against that fence. Just like I said, our winds were 35 to 45 with maybe a little higher gust. So can you imagine the strength of a hurricane? I know y'all that live through it can, but I've never had hurricane strength winds. I've never been where they were at. So definitely y'all are in my thoughts and prayers. Well, that chair just fell apart. Oh gosh. Maybe the limb was on it or something. Look at that. It's totally fell apart. I can't believe that. Yeah, piece of limb in there too. Well, like I said, I've got to get the mess cleaned up inside. I've been too tired this morning to do anything. The roofs are all covered with debris too. Well, I just wanted you to see. It'll be a while before I be doing a garden tour, and I wanted you to see why. We'll be back again with another video soon. Love and blessings to y'all. I hope you have a good weekend. Talk to you soon.